Okay, so hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us. I'm very excited to be bringing to you today the demo day of Open Web Foundry 6. Open Web Foundry is one of the, I would say, cornerstones of the Arweave ecosystem at this point, and we have even more amazing projects than ever to share with you today. So without further ado, I'll pass it over to Seb, who leads the effort here, who can take you through the rest of the program. Thanks, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Sam. And yes, welcome, everyone. We're super excited to have you here. We have some great projects for you today that have all been building on Arweave using the different capabilities that Arweave's full stack basically offers. Just as a quick reminder, after the presentations, we'll have a mingle session outside in the mingle area. You can find the individual projects, and there's tables that are clearly marked with the project name. So the idea is that after the presentations, you go there, mingle with community members, but also talk to the projects and find out more and ask them questions that you might have been left with during the pitches. All right, and let's get started. So first off, let's bring up to a stage Derek, who's going to be talking to us about asymmetry.
Can you see my screen?
Derek? Yep. You're ready to go.
Thanks, Sebastian. Hi, everyone. I'm Derek, and today I want to talk to you about A-Symmetry, which is a decentralized protocol for processing and trading sensitive data. And I will show you the power of the protocol with the first application called DLTEO running on A-Symmetry. Everything you will see in the recorded demo was built from scratch by our team, now incubated at European Space Agency. What you are looking at here is the bird's eye view of the city Mariupol in Ukraine. It is one of the hardest hit regions during the past days in the Ukraine-Russia war. Let's say if we want to find out how many buildings have been destroyed in the past 30 hours, our dapp make it simple and asymmetry make it possible. First, the user switches to the buyer mode to access various datasets. Tap quasi real-time, where we can see ones available from the past few hours. Let's now tap Arweave SAR, which is the commercial satellite data stored on Arweave, and zoom in. What we are looking at here is the satellite image of the damage from bombings that happened 30 hours ago. You can see clearly the smoke rising from the ruins. Now let's jump to the analyze part. First, let's choose an area and select an algorithm from a list of available ones, which can be used on this dataset. Let's choose the first algorithm as example and click Compute. What is happening now is the background that the members of the decentralized network are preparing for you to generate the processed data as an NFT. This can now be made available in an NFT marketplace that we are all familiar with. It is basically a special marketplace for NFT-like data computation algorithm where you can buy data from auction or fixed price. Okay, now we pay and done. The user checks the dashboard and the estimation analyze is in the user's wallet. The demo I just showed you wouldn't be possible using the existing solutions. It would have taken up to 6 months to gain access of the satellite image, the algorithms, and the compute to conduct the analyze. The Earth observation data industry faces 3 main challenges. First, access to highly sensitive data set is fragmented, difficult to coordinate, and often blocked by licensing restrictions. Second, even when having the data, analyzing it is difficult because cutting-edge algorithms are needed, but not easy to find in a fragmented industry. Third, the incentives structure is flawed. Basically, the big companies keep most of the profits, while the developers doing the heavy lifting are not rewarded correctly. And the use cases for satellite data are varied, from hedge funds looking for insights into shipping port traffic, to agriculture applications to predict crop yields, to governmental applications to respond to natural disasters or defense concerns. The specific application is super cool, but it is nothing compared with the potential applications Asymmetry enables. combine both data with wide access to knowledge and a correct mechanism design. And what you end up here is a knowledge economy. Let me show you how our protocol works. We have 4 types of user that make up our ecosystem: the data provider, developer community, computation provider, and the end users. A data provider stores raw data on Arweave. Our protocol A-Symmetry interacts with Arweave. The developer community provides algorithms stored as NFTs, while the computation provider takes the algorithms and uses them to compute the data stored on Arweave. The result of the analyze is then delivered to the end user in the form of an NFT. The end user pays for the cost of this analyze process with our token, and developers, computation, and the data providers get rewarded for their contribution. Given that it is stored on Arweave, developer basically code once and earn a passive income. Computation providers plug to earn, and the data providers store to earn. Now, let me show you how encrypting the raw data, the algorithms used to analyze the information, and adding computing all creates a new computation paradigm. Let's now take a look at what raw data encryption plays into all of this. Given the sensitive and licensed nature of the data, by adding privacy-enhancing technologies such as fully homomorphic encryption, we allowed anyone to help you to process your data without needing decryption, so that your data remains encrypted and controlled by yourself throughout the process. So when data provider upload encrypted raw data, the developer also upload encrypted algorithm so that the computation provider could compute on top of them and generate an encrypted secondary data product, which also remains encrypted until the transaction is finalized. SmartWave is ideal for us because it could really unleash the potential of the smart contract and run heavy computation on top of it. So essentially, we are democratizing data and monetizing data by a new computation paradigm. The team behind the protocol has a great mix between blockchain architecture, cryptography, mathematics, scientific research, and the GIS to make sure we can deliver our vision. This is the reason why European Space Agency have been funding and incubating our project from the past month, and why we received the 3rd place prize from the German Aerospace Center in their InnoSpace Master Challenge last year. Our roadmap for this year envisions fundraising in Q2 to develop our Layer 2 solution on SmartWave, in Q3 launching testnet of training functions, and launching the alpha version of the Layer 2 solutions for the compute component in Q4. And we are looking for new members now. So if you are interested in what we do, come find our booth after the presentations, and do not forget to follow us on Twitter. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Derek. That was really, really impressive. Really interesting use of Arweave and of encryption technology. So next up, we have Ryan, who's going to be talking to us about Usher and bringing affiliate marketing to PSCs. Ryan, how's it going, friend?
I'm good. How are you?
All good. Excited to see what you what you have here. We can see your slides. Take it away.
Awesome. Hi, my name is Ryan, and I'm here to show you Usher, affiliate marketing for PSCs. Let me tell you how I came up with Usher's approach to affiliate marketing for Web3. I created a digital art NFT collection, but realized I needed the community to mint out the project. Affiliate marketing stood out as the best strategy to grow this community, as we could compensate our partners for this growth based on their performance. But there's no clear-cut way to an affiliate network for the Web3 ecosystem. I had an idea for how it should work, and through collaboration with only Arweave, we formed an approach for applying this idea to the Arweave ecosystem first and Web3 at large. So what does exist? We know Web2 affiliate marketing and we know its success. But these referral programs in the Web2 ecosystem require affiliates to trust in the program operator. In Web3, the most salient examples of affiliate marketing come from centralized exchanges like Binance or Coinbase, which follow the same trustful approach as Web2, but are left with their own responsibility to solve the marketing, technical, and operational overheads because of their crypto payouts and unique Web3 circumstances. This is why decentralized exchanges do not offer a trustless referral program. There's simply no affiliate management at the smart contract layer. And that's exactly what Usher solves. a Web3 affiliate network where trustless referral programs are managed at the smart contract layer. This enables DAOs, PSCs, crypto protocols, and even projects with locked liquidity to enable referral programs. Let's see what Usher looks like in practice. The next few slides are some GIFs of the platform in action, but you can see all of this live up and running at go.usher.so/NFT. Affiliates get to register for free using their wallet and email. Once at the dashboard, they can view and share their affiliate link. But below the link, we see an overview of the affiliate's performance, and on the right-hand side, we see their claimable rewards. This is a calculation of rewards that the affiliate can claim. Claiming rewards only becomes available once affiliates prove their personhood. This is to ensure cyber resistance and to prevent abuse. By sharing this link to an incognito browser, like I've done in here, to emulate the end user's perspective, we're taken to the advertiser's website where a conversion tracking code will fire when the referred user is converted. Advertisers have the freedom to determine when the user is considered converted during the user journey. Usher's conversion tracking is also smart, allowing for redirection to landing pages and marketing material before the user reaches the web app where they are converted. Once the user is converted, this data is captured by Usher. And once affiliates have made their reward claims, this data is syndicated to Arweave, allowing advertisers to validate the claims before executing on payouts. We're in the process of realizing this experience for existing businesses in the ecosystem. Because affiliate marketing is simply an advertising strategy, this keeps our use cases very broad. Let's take a crypto wallet, for example, like ArtConnect, who can now pay for referred users once these users have added funds to their wallet. Or a managed database service like QuillDB can now pay for referred users once users have uploaded data to their database instance. Or even an NFT project who can now allocate a portion of their art collection's proceeds to the affiliates that helped grow their community. Or even a decentralized social platform like MetaWeave can allocate their own PST to affiliates that supported the growth of their social platform. But why now? Other attempts have been made to solve this very same problem, but have failed due to the technical constraints of the platforms that were being built on. Arweave and SmartWeave solve these constraints. Cost-effective and decentralized data storage makes Arweave a great source of truth for data. Its permanent and public facets make it perfect for data validation and verification, allowing advertisers to cross-reference Usher's reward claims. SmartWeave enables this permanent data to be updated trustlessly, providing advertisers with a historical log of affiliate performance. Finally, and most importantly, Arweave is interoperable with other blockchains. This allows for a future where affiliate payouts can be made in tokens native to third-party blockchains. Let's talk business. We're keeping things really simple for advertisers. Referral programs can be created for free, making Usher simply another distribution channel for your Web3 business. There's a 10% platform fee per payout, which Usher accepts in stablecoins or even established PSTs. Let's dive even deeper. We've roadmapped the incorporation of our own Usher affiliate PST. It will serve as a vehicle to reward our hardest affiliates for their performance and for their growth of Usher's very own ecosystem. The key purpose of this PST is to incentivize the referral of advertisers to Usher. This way, participants across the world can effectively resell Usher for a stake in the platform. But what's a PST without real-world value? That's why we plan to allocate a portion of our platform fees gathered from our advertising network to our PST holders. But we need to start somewhere, and that's with the affiliate. So if you're a true talent at referring users, here are two things you can do immediately. Number one, we're giving away NFTs to the first 350 affiliates that register, so don't miss out and become an affiliate today. Number two, start referring affiliates and earn R tokens per referral right now. You can do all of this by visiting go.usher.so/NFT. If you want to start your own trustless referral program, you can visit our website at usher.so. And if you're considering supporting us financially, technically, or generally, you can contact me at ryan@usher.so. Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan. That was great. And also, particularly, thank you very much because you're calling in from Australia, so like 3 a.m. right there. So thanks a lot for that. Next up, we have Ross Pelly, who's going to be talking to us about RareCandy. Hey, Ross Pelly, how's it going?
Good, man. Good, good. Thanks for having me here. Can you see my screen?
We can see it. Take it away, friend.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. So I'm Vlad from RareCandy 3D. I'm known as Ross Pelly in the scene, and we're building the next generation entertainment platform. I'm going to try to explain why we use these terms instead of NFTs, Web3, crypto, all these buzzwords. I hope it's going to make sense by the end of this presentation. So basically, next gen stands for blockchain, smart contracts, hardware like NFC chips, RFID chips, 5G, IoT, you name it. Basically, aspects that shapeshift the way we interact with physical and digital reality. And entertainment is a broader umbrella term for art, music, fashion, multimedia, IRL, and XR experiences. We are aware that the NFT market is huge. It's currently at, I think, even more than 40 billion already, but it's really nothing when compared to the broader entertainment market. In fact, it looks like a needle in the hay. And again, we believe that all entertainment will inevitably be digitalized, subject to automated ownership protocols. And it seems like NFTs so far are the best standard for something like that. So what is our take here? The brand new RareCandy 3D platform is said to be a dynamic and community-curated ecosystem that empowers a lifestyle, if you will, where NFTs are nothing more than common aspects of everyday life interactions and not a buzzword of some sort. We build the platform in such a way so that users won't have to change between dozens of tabs or log into kind of like different platforms to enjoy edge tools and Web3 services such as swapping tokens, staking, collecting NFTs, all in a gamified fashion. Besides that, we ensure that, again, NFTs are not synonym to digital art necessarily. As for us, they are just digitally verifiable ownership contracts that can be subject to, yes, digital art, but also to music, fashion, virtual and IRL wearables, metaverse experiences, and so much more. So far, RareCandy 3D was a private and highly curated publishing house of NFTs, and now we're changing or rebranding to a public and inclusive platform where we're trying to facilitate an environment for creators where they can leverage Web3 tech to scale their business models without necessarily becoming a Web3 engineer in the process. Maybe a personal experience, like when I was younger, when the internet hit Greece. I'm Greek, by the way. Although most of our classmates, they were into watching shady, maybe porn websites or something like this. Like we used to play with a bunch of friends, MMORPG games like Lineage, stuff like that, Diablo 2. And this already, back then, this kind of showed us the possibilities of kind of connecting with someone who's on the other side of the planet, exchanging virtual goods with him, whether that's a sword in the game or virtual currency. So for us, this is not just a fast PFP cash grab, but a noble attempt, if I might, to see whether we can reach that point where everything is sort of interconnected and automated. Let's go to the token. RCDY is a multi-purpose utility and index token that can be utilized in many interesting ways already, and the utility aspects are only set to expand from here. Maybe what's interesting to mention here is the fact that RCDY has no market value, no liquidity pool so far, yet it's being casually used on OpenSea, where people buy and sell RC3 NFTs for it. Revenue streams, besides adjustable split fees from curated releases like physical NFTs and all the high-level releases we are doing, the new platform also brings a new spectrum of revenue streams that include microtransactions practically from any sort of contract interaction within the platform, including but not limited to swapping tokens, staking, claiming rewards, compounding, and etc. Tokenomics, so the way we are doing this token sale is called NCO. It's something we created for the first time. Essentially stands for NFT coin offering, and basically it works kind of like a bearer bond where you buy an NFT investment slot, as we call them, and you get to unlock a claimable link that gives you the specific amount of tokens, of RCDY tokens locked in there. I have personally worked as a tokenomics strategist a plethora of Outlier Ventures portfolio projects, as well as I designed the last token for dapp Radar. And we believe we did like the same with RareCandy. We have a fair model that emphasizes community usage and rewards, and is set to work indefinitely as long as creators replenish their inspiration and crypto collectors don't get rugged by an internet outage or something. Happy to go through this in detail and explain to you the logic behind the NCO after the presentation, but for the sake of it, I'm going to go fast. Some metadata or some metrics for RareCandy. RC3 originals sold so far have generated a total of 10 Ethereum and a little bit less than 500 RareCandy tokens. Among our collectors, you can find the virtual estate tycoon Buluaj, who owns like 2K plus Metaverse parcels across multiple realms. Von Mises from the popular Rapture Gallery, Conlan from Async Art, GiselleX, and many, many more. Also, we are a very small community. I think we have some interesting backers already. And would be nice if you guys joined our Discord and just check what's happening. Why are we building on Arweave or with Arweave? One of our most important partners in this journey is definitely Arweave for many obvious reasons, like decentralized file storage that extends to media, smart contracts, and even entire dapps and UI, UX. But also for the ability it provides us in terms of interactivity with third-party protocols, such as smart hardware, cross-chain support of assets, as well as metaverse-oriented logic for wearables, unlockable access to specific domains, 3D files, etc. We're happy to work with Arweave when it comes to securing the integrity of our operations, and we wouldn't be here in the first place if it wasn't for them. So before we wrap it, I'd like to share with you our vision for the next couple of years, and you can also see what's been achieved so far, considering we've been low-key around since early 2020. I don't think I can go through all of them, but maybe the most interesting stuff we're working on is a second-hand marketplace, where basically collectors can list their items with a custom description. It's not possible to change the on-chain description, so it kind of works like a Web 2 layer where, similar to eBay or Facebook Marketplace, where I can sell a CryptoPunk and say like, hey, I'm selling this to cover my rent on the cheap or whatever, or I'm selling a bundle of CryptoKitties with a custom description. I think this is going to be game-changing. An NFT media player, which is pretty self-explanatory. Basically, you don't have to open 1,000 different tabs to listen to your NFT music. You just should be able to skip through them, repeat, create playlists, shuffle, all the regular stuff you would do with iTunes or Windows Media Player. Let's go fast through the team. RareCandy 3D has been operating independently so far with contributors from all over the globe who just find the project fascinating. And we are confident we will eventually achieve our goals, whether we get external help or not. I'm not sure if I can go through all of them, and I don't think it's fair to just pinpoint some of these guys. I think you can find them in the RareCandy table somewhere in the public area. And once again, thank you for the opportunity, your precious time, and I hope I didn't exhaust you guys. I'll pass it to Seb.
Thanks, Rospelli. No, not at all. You didn't exhaust us at all. Thank you very much for presenting something so cool and so interesting. All right, next up we have TalentDAO. It's going to be presented by Renee. TalentDAO is a decentralized research community. So Renee, we can see your slides. Take it away.
Fantastic. Hello, everyone. My name is Renee Davis, co-founder of TalentDAO, and I am here to talk to you about the Journal of Decentralized Work. So the mission of TalentDAO is really to build a thriving research community to help DAOs thrive. We like to say that we're studying the greatest human coordination experiment of all time. And as we go through the presentation quickly, I want you to imagine this imagery of sort of traditional institutions almost being invaded by an alien force. And we like to think of Web3 as that alien force and that traditional institution as the academic research space. So when we talk about the problems we're trying to solve, they're very painfully obvious to most people in academia industry. Typically, centralized publishers are going to keep content and knowledge behind paywall. In some cases, even they charge researchers and academics and professors to submit. For example, Nature, if you want to publish open source, will actually charge you $10,000 to use their platform. So all these companies you're looking at here pretty much control billions of dollars worth of intellectual property, and they don't share it with anybody. And it's a very just sort of broken, very Web 2 centric system. So we're focused on designing a decentralized publication protocol that's operated by a DAO. So how we solve this problem is really simple. We have a handful of users. If you look from sort of left to right, I'll go through this very quickly. At the top there, you see the woman holding the, the nice notebook. she is the researcher. She submits her research to the Journal of Decentralized Work. We then have a peer network of reviewers that quickly review that paper. And then we have a staking model where publishers receive delegates from the community, and then they vote on what actually gets published. And then ultimately that gets minted as an IP NFT and published to our platform. We also have a data marketplace leveraging Ocean protocol to generate passive income for survey researchers and participants. And then, of course, we have a DAO-operated governance system where the community members decide on how to spend the money and what type of research gets funded. So our tokenomics really has 3 utilities in this process, and that's governance, pays for platform fees like minting costs, as well as staking rewards. So let's quickly go over to the demo. So what you see here is the live platform. I'm going to just show a couple quick functionalities. The user perspective that I'm focused on right now is the actual researcher. So I'm going to show you 2 ways on how to kind of get to the submit article navigation tab. And I'm also going to show you kind of the process the researcher would go through to create a profile. So we'll just quickly fill out some high-level details, and then we would submit that down below. A nice thing is you can also add an ETH address so that other people can tip you in our native talent token, which is really nice for the researchers. And that's kind of the high-level platform. You'll have sort of the ability to look at existing researchers and their content and NFTs, a little bit about us. And then, of course, this is all Web3 native, and all of our UI is being migrated to be hosted on Arweave. Our data storage is already on Arweave, and we're really excited about the SmartWeave platform and some of the capabilities of the contracting system. So that is the demo. I'm going to quickly jump to the next slide just to kind of look at our roadmap and where we're going. So right now, we're pre-launch. We don't have a token or anything like that. We've built up our core team. We've created our initial community, several hundred people in our Discord, lots of people on social, and very active contributors. And then we've set up the DAO tooling and the business structures to support it. Wrapping up this summer, we'll be finalizing the SmartWeave contracts with our staking delegate protocol for the tokenomics. We plan to do a NFT membership drop, and then very excited to do the call for submissions to the Journal of Decentralized Work. And we'll be looking to launch our first issue along with the token either late summer or early fall. And then just looking to the future, we hope to incubate new products and services, as we believe TalentDAO can sort of be an incubator for the scientific community, with this journal being sort of the first product that we ship. So looking quickly at our tokenomics, I think I mentioned this earlier, that there's sort of 3 functions right now that the token's for, obviously for governance, around DAO tooling, what the DAO spends their money on, and what we publish and what type of research we prioritize. There is platform and minting fees. You can choose to pay with ETH or talent on our platform. And then, of course, there is staking rewards. So about 18% of our total allocation is dedicated towards our users in this microeconomy, distributed over the next 10 years. Have had a lot of great traction recently. For example, over the last 30 days, most of our social is up roughly 150%. We have a very strong Discord community. I always kind of joke that saying good morning is a really good proxy for engagement. And if you hop in our Discord, you see that there's always a lot of people saying good morning. I work in several other DAOs leading governance and as a community lead. And those DAOs have thousands of people, and our DAO, with just a few hundred, consistently has a lot of people show up. So our engagement metrics are very high as a ratio relative to our size. We've had some super exciting financial traction, both with Arweave, obviously, as well as Ocean protocol and the Smart Contract Research Forum. And then there's a lot of cool partners and projects that we're working on in the DeSci, decentralized science community, that we're keeping relatively quiet right now, but a lot of exciting ecosystem partnerships coming up there. So we built a really strong team. I really wanted to do real science and not just thought leadership. So I thought it was really important to have a team that has a lot of scientific clout. So we've assembled a team of all different types of people from a lot of diverse backgrounds, academia, applied consulting, startups, and also native DAO people. So very excited about the team. I certainly can't do them all justice, but I believe a lot of them will be hanging out at our table in the lounge, so please go say hi. So to learn more about TalentDAO, you can click that link. It'll pull up all our different socials. You can check out our website. Definitely subscribe to our newsletter. We write a sort of bi-weekly newsletter about all things DAO. We've had over a 50% open rate so far with our subscribers. Join our Discord and feel free to come talk to me after the presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Renee. That was great. Thank you so much, and definitely check that out. I'm seeing the very positive comments in the chat section. All right, next up we have Kip Engine, and for this we have Amir and Erica to introduce us to what they're working on. Hey, how's it going?
Hi. How's it going? It's going good. How's everything? All right. So hi,
you can
I'm
see
Amir.
it. Take it away.
Hi, I'm Amir, the CEO of Kip Engine, and I'm here with Erica, our CTO. We have built the first Web3 game engine for the Metaverse. This is a complete infrastructure for making 3D experiences, games, and assets super easily and being able to share them. We want to empower a creator economy, kind of like the TikTok of the Metaverse. By the way, KIP stands for Knowledge is Power. The Web3 Metaverse should be a scalable, always on, constantly evolving virtual world where people build, modify, and interact with objects and each other in real time. So this is known as persistence. But Web3 gaming and Metaverse infrastructure sucks. Traditional game engines just can't power the Web3 Metaverse. They were never built for complex open world environments with persistence and Web3 values. Games are static applications. That's where 3D assets are compiled and they have to run within gaming devices. So interoperability and ownership is impossible. The future of the Metaverse just has to be web-based. Existing web graphics perform really badly. They're slow and inefficient with poor mobile browser support. So the games end up using low quality graphics. There is poor user and developer experience too. With Unity, you have to compile code, which generates bloated applications that overwhelm browsers. And if you want to add GameFi and NFTs, you need to know blockchain coding, which is another barrier to entry. There is poor accessibility and distribution because you have to download large files from places like Apple Store or run the games on specialized hardware. So user onboarding, even with crypto wallets, is a massive nightmare. Game assets and NFTs can't be reused. There is no way to make them interoperable and to know their functionality. So existing metaverses are not so decentralized as assets are not stored permanently. All the game and graphic assets are on centralized servers. Our platform is the best way to build the metaverse. The game engine is built entirely in WebAssembly, giving you super fast and optimized graphics. The Metaverse Studio is the easy no-code way to make and publish cool 3D experiences, saving you time and money. And the asset library will have user-generated content from 3D spaces, weapons, clothing, animations, and even spells that are all composable and used for building games and experiences. So it's all about what you can imagine. With SmartWeave meta assets, game assets could be composed of multiple parts. For example, a car can have different wheels, it can have engines, doors, it can have speed and handling. The asset library is connected to the marketplace, which connects creators and players. And all these assets are backed by Arweave. So the metaverse has permanence. We're not just using Arweave for the permanence and for the backing up the assets, but SmartWeave for blockchain-based resource management. And we have the Web3 metaverse. So now over to Erica.
As you can see, we've got high quality graphics and real-time physics, which means you can grab objects and throw them around. Of course, we also have avatars and VR ready for Oculus. What you see is from our proprietary engine, entirely developed in-house. Building the metaverse is easy. Just drag and drop, then apply whatever materials, interactions you want. Real-time lighting, shadows, reflections are built in, just as GameFi and blockchain logic will be. So creators can focus on building amazing experiences that can go viral. Adding an NFT is just a matter of creating a frame and putting it against the wall in the gallery of your choice. Also, we have developed what we call meta assets for composable NFTs. These are 3D assets permanently stored and accessed through a SmartWeave contract. Our node-based interface makes it really easy to create and manage such assets.
Thank you, Erica. So our engine will power multiple metaverses. We will launch Kips.xyz as the first, and users make non-custodial accounts. Every user gets their own metaverse home. They create the assets, which are then published onto Arweave and the marketplace. These are fully customizable and composable thanks to SmartWeave contracts. And because all the assets are web-based, they can easily be embedded in pages or shared via social media and instant messaging. Our tools can bring the next social phenomenon, just as YouTube and TikTok did for Web 2. This ease of user-generated content can grow communities from gaming, fashion, and art through all the way to music. The viral loop creates demand as members sign up to claim their space in the metaverse creator economy. So the goal of our go-to-market strategy is to build a creator economy and ecosystem. Along with social media, game jams, and grants, we also plan to have innovative ways to attract developers who are not from the crypto space to come and claim airdropped tokens and to use our platform. We have a marketplace business model together with a strong game economy. So for the tokenomics or the token use case, we are still in the process of designing all the incentives and mechanisms to keep developers building and for players to keep discovering and playing. For example, tokens can be staked on our platform for share of platform fees. And in the future, we'd also have licensing fees, which also go back to those who are staking the token. Here's a quick look at how we use our funds. And I won't take up too much time on here. So next, a lot of the game engine technology has been completed. And we are working on the proof of concept, or we finished the proof of concept. We're now launching our MVP this quarter. So we've got a lot done. While we hit our technical milestones across the year, we will be partnering and onboarding users from across the creative space. Here's our team. We are all Web3 natives with strong domain knowledge in blockchain and computer graphics. And you can see the link for the live demo, which is alpha.kips.xyz. You can test this on desktop, mobile, and even within the Oculus. So just go into the Oculus browser and you can have a full VR experience. We are currently raising seed funding. So come straight over to the Kip table, and remember, knowledge is power. You can meet me on my team, and we would love to tell you more. Thank you.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Erica and Amir. Really, really cool. Like, yeah, definitely gonna go check it out in Oculus. Alrighty. Next up, we have Andre, who's going to be taking us on a trip. Andre, how's it going?
Thank you for having me. Yes, indeed. I'm here. My name is Kanshi. Thank you for coming and joining us here. I'm here to take you on a trip to the moon. We will visit the virtual world I have been developing for the past few years. You can also see this for yourself, as we just released an early alpha VR app that you can download from the website. But now, let's go to the moon and take a closer look at ArtStation. So ArtStation is a starbase where digital creators can showcase their visual NFTs and visitors can buy them. All of this is happening inside a permanent virtual world. I'm building ArtStation to materialize the features of Web3 inside virtual reality. I want to make buying NFTs an exciting, unforgettable experience. Here we can see the NFTs that are gifts stored on Arweave in their distributed storage, and they were automatically turned into showcase assets that can be displayed on the billboards inside virtual reality. Compared to the browser or mobile experiences, virtual environments extend the reality users can interact with. This makes it much easier to use, understand, and benefit from the Web3 innovation. We see art in its proper form. We can appreciate architecture, spacescapes, and much more. It's simply just more fun. ArtStation is integrated with a profit-sharing community contract and ARWeave. This approach allows artists to maintain the ownership and control over the content that is showcased. Using PSC technology and perma-storage, we can also decentralize the ownership of ArtStation's service. This means that ArtStation is also available on other compatible platforms. I designed it as an open source, self-governed community, deciding on the configuration of virtual assets and services available on the Starbase. Automating the main utility, so we're focused on automating here the main utility of selling and showcasing the NFT artwork. And ArtStation is just the beginning, an open source digital community template that can be adopted by others. There is Space Mask, a collaboration space led by a German architect and a French connector. There is Alpha Force, a virtual services center led by a British artist and an American entrepreneur. There are also international homies in outer space led by a music entrepreneur from Los Angeles. And there are many more. Since the alpha launch last month, there are already a dozen of growing community stations in the virtual world. ArtStation is the first profit-sharing community in the metaverse, but also it is a non-fungible, configurable asset that is automating operational processes related to showcasing and selling NFTs in VR. These processes include governing changes that are done to the station, NFT sales and distribution of commission to token holders, rendering and storing NFT showcase assets, and hopefully more as we develop the integrations and the software itself. Our plan is to keep enabling collaborative economy and decentralizing control over virtual services. So in Q2, we will focus on rendering different showcase videos from ARWeave NFTs, planning to enable transacting on them during the third quarter. And upon completion of these core features, we will focus on automating governance processes in Q4. Last but not least, in starting next year, we want to integrate a lot of open data, social graph, and the centralized social economy that we're all building here. Still, you can already download AstroNation's VR client and fly your spaceship around the first profit-sharing community in the metaverse. We've started ArtStation with a founding mission during which we have established the early community of supporters and first NFTs that were created by quite a few of amazing artists that I've met in the metaverse. We plan to grow it once the utility of the station takes shape. I'm Andrzej Tuchołka, the maker and founder of the virtual world in which ArtStation is deployed. I have a PhD in engineering and technology and had the opportunity to build several successful social startups, including the largest Spanish social network. Visit ArtStation's site to learn more, get a free spaceship from AstroNation, grab yourself a Claim of Sky NFT from OpenSea Supernovas, and join our Discord to talk with communities that are building in space. And also, last but not least, join me during the Miggle session for a live demo. I'll be happy to explain you how to invest or become the member of the first profit-sharing community in the metaverse. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kanchi. That was great. It looks definitely like super, super sleek. All right, next up we have Contributor Town. JV, why don't you come up to the stage and tell us how to make sure that working on DAO actually works.
Thank you. Great to be here. Can you see my screen?
Screen, but no slides yet.
Can we see slides?
There we go.
Excellent. Thanks so much for having me. I'm JB with Contributor Town, where we're empowering the next billion Web3 contributors. Contributor Town is a platform that enables extraordinary people to work at DAOs. We let contributors build their dream teams and do their best work through personalized opportunities and one-click sub-DAOs with benefits, recruiting, payments, and access to capital. And we connect DAOs with those contributor super teams who can exceed their goals and be incredible assets to their communities. Talent is a big problem for DAOs. Here's 5 tweets out of around 50 I have saved on the lack of coordination and talent best practices in DAOs that are threatening their growth and success. High quality contributors cannot find and coordinate their optimal opportunities, and DAOs cannot find and coordinate high quality contributors. Who am I and how are we going to solve this? I'll start with me. I got into crypto in around 2016 as a machine learning engineer who needed a way to pay for a computer to do deep learning. I started mining Ethereum, got hooked, co-created one of the first crypto money swarms, have done a bunch of machine learning and AI and industry and research, and also have co-founded a 65,000 person developer community. That really informs my solution today, which starts with data science. In Web3, contributors have more work options and employer data transparency than ever before, and DAOs have the whole world as their hiring pool. As a result, theoretically, DAOs can hire more precisely than ever before, and contributors can choose their work more precisely than ever before. But we need data science. Instead of collaborating with whoever happens to be around or an immediate network, we can use data science to deliberately form the best super team for the task at hand. Super teams are an impermanent group of complementary people with the exact right skills for their task at hand. They're the future because we have more tools than ever to enable small groups of people to do extraordinary things. They're the future for DAOs because they let DAO as a whole concentrate on establishing KPIs, goals, whatever they want to call them, and then accepting proposals from smaller groups or sub-DAOs that work amongst themselves in an optimal configuration. The third part of our fix is really supporting contributors. We are building a contributor-centric platform to empower and bet on them. We're enabling contributors to find optimal opportunities and do incredible work as super teams and coordinate most efficiently to unlock human potential and save DAOs from coordination and governance headaches. So we're building this platform where DAOs can hire fully functional teams, vet and recruit them, and gain insight through the data they share and their experiences. A platform where contributors can apply to personalized opportunities and manage their business and people operations. What can this look like? Here is a demo. This is Jane Smith, a fictional film producer based on a real person I've placed with a DAO and her profile. Contributors at Contributor Town can choose between creating a super team and a proposal for a DAO, or they can join an existing super team. In this case, we're going to look at a super fake, not at all real demo dashboard. I have real data if you want to talk to me privately. But contributors can look at KPIs, reviews, and other data that's meaningful for them about where they work to find a perfect match. Then they can create a proposal to spin up a super team with profit sharing and pitch the DAO. Where are we now? We have a lot of great talent, and there's a bunch of DAOs accepting proposals from teams. As far as incentives and Arweave, we're really excited about Arweave profit sharing communities as a way to align with great contributors. I think we'll be incredibly lucky and vibrant to have the best contributors on our platform and contributing to our platform in a meta way. And also we're using SmartWeave for our AI. We reward contributors for referring talent and DAOs, contributing to our applications in AI, and posting quality data to the platform. Milestones. We're starting off by hiring, and then we're easing into creating an awesome data set about contributors and DAOs by handpicking DAOs and launching basic part-time opportunities for amazing people with spare cycles to contribute to DAOs. Once we figure that out, season 3, we're going to launch benefits and wallets and full-time roles. Then we're going to open this up to everyone to be vetted and find opportunities with machine learning. I'm JB. This was Contributor Town. Please come to our table to talk to me if you're interested in the future of talent, if you're a DAO looking for talent, or an exceptional person looking to contribute to DAOs. Thank you.
Awesome. Well done. This is really, really exciting. Thank you very much, JB. Last but not least, we have Reese and AJ presenting FORA, decentralized, truly decentralized social media platform for Web3. Hey, how's it going, guys?
It's going well. How you doing, Seb?
All good. We can see your slides, so take it away.
Sounds good. Hi, I'm Reese. I'm the CTO of FORA, and we're a user-owned, uncensorable social Web3 app, this time with traction. So why isn't social Web3 worked? Well, there's a couple of main reasons. For starters, it just wasn't ready. There weren't enough wallets, there's a lot of friction to onboard, and the technology that was there made it slow and expensive. You also have the 900-pound gorilla of Web2 network effects. Why would people join a network with only a few people on it when they could reach a Web2 network that already has 1 billion users? Other Web3 companies have tried to beat this, but their tokenomics were either too primitive or too centralized. A lot of them are also isolated. They're using chains nobody's heard of, or they just don't have any Web2 integration. So Arweave and Solana together make the perfect stack. It's an app that's cheap, fast, and scalable. There's enough people for critical mass now. Phantom currently has 3 million monthly active users, and it's growing exponentially. Gaming also typically leads the tech space, and we currently have 888 titles being built on this stack. Audius is crushing it here. They're signing huge artists and just hit a $1 billion token cap. So what does this look like? For starters, you can log in and sign up just like any other website using your Web2 socials. You can log in with Phantom or any other crypto wallet as well, but this feature removes the barrier to entry so that FORA is available to everyone. Our feed looks like and feels like Web2. This gives us feature parity with platforms like Twitter and Facebook and provides a familiar user experience. User accounts, or personas as we call them, maintain this paradigm but add blockchain-specific features like setting your avatar to an NFT you own. We also have in-app and on-chain encrypted messaging between personas. This is a minor but necessary feature for Web2 parity. Liking someone's post sends them 1 FORA token, and if that isn't enough, you can also tip SOL or FORA tokens directly off of the post. All social actions are transacted in FORA, which supports the creators and makes a dynamic ecosystem in demand for the token itself. We also have long-form rich text posting for parity with platforms like Medium or Substack. Now that you've seen the features, how do we get people using them? A traditional network effect has the bootstrapping problem, i.e., how do you get your initial user base? Web3 unlocks the token network effect to overcome this. While Web2 social media companies have all their equity locked up in the New York Stock Exchange, we're going to be using ours as the ammunition to incentivize early adoption. The token incentives are key, but what happens if we throw the whole kitchen sink at it? We're going to build in-app tools to attract creators and utilize existing Web2 social integrations so that users can cross-post to other platforms. At its heart, this is the same strategy that Instagram and TikTok use. They started out as photo and video editing apps. They allowed users to export their content and shortly after started gaining their own bases of native users. Now I'm going to hand it over to our CMO, AJ.
What's up, guys? So whenever we created FORA, we really wanted the users at the center of the project. Because of this, whenever we designed our tokenomics, we designed it to where there was 70% of the community token allocation. In addition, our in-app earnings are designed to stabilize over the course of 10 years. Every single time a person signs up for FORA, it increases the value of the token itself as well. Another big feature we wanted was to reward creators for great content. So we have top content airdrops every day, where our top 100 posts are airdropped our token. In addition, we also wanted to have creator tokens in place, which allows users to sell their brand in hopes to get investments to create better content in the future. So how's it going? Well, pretty well. We started marketing this project only March 5th, and since then I've amassed 42,000 verified Discord users and a following of 4,200 users on Twitter. We're currently doing onboarding research right now and plan to launch our mainnet June 30th. So our team. Our team's a very young team. We have an average age of 24 years old. We're led by Ryan, our CEO, who's a full stack developer with 8 years of experience. Reese is another developer. I myself lead the marketing and sales efforts. We have Jake, who leads the branding and copywriting. Hayden's one of our community leads, and we have our lovely intern, Jack. So how do you get involved? With weekly competitions going on, early access, and a UX study underway, we hope you'll join our Discord to learn more about our project. We intend to make FORA the future of social Web3 and plan to do just that. We hope to talk to you later at the tables. Thank you very much.
That's awesome. Thank you very much, AJ and Reese. And thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Don't forget, the best part is still to come. Visit all the projects that you've seen just now at their respective tables. And yeah, just make sure to also follow Open Web Foundry on Twitter. Thank you very much, everyone. Till next time. Bye.